Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Post Mortem, our Dark Ages Chronicle. My name is Bolthra. I'm your storyteller, and I want to thank you for joining us. If this is your first time here, welcome. We're glad we found you. If you're a longtime subscriber, again, thank you as well for continuing to support the channel here. We are at I guess it's the mid-season finale, if that's a thing, episode 5, where we've got some things going on that are gonna maybe kind of push the future into the characters' laps, kind of before maybe they're ready for it. Who knows? Maybe they're ready for it. We'll see what they do. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce my players. They're gonna tell us a little bit about themselves and tell us who they're playing. So I'm gonna pick on somebody at random who does not look like they're ready. Let's go with Matt.
Wrong. I was ready. Matt, I'm playing Praetor, who was absent last game, thanks to some unexpected travel or expected travel. Who knows? Playing Praetor of Clan Nosferatu, who is still trying to find his place in this new world.
All righty, and let's go with Nanad.
Hi, I'm Nanad, and I'm playing Mikhail. And yeah, I've been here the last game and managed to set up a deal with a set item we found, which I'm sure will end up well and with absolutely nothing going on.
Of course, well, when you guys get to the family reunion, and when you get to the egg carry or whatever, that then there might be a little challenge there, but maybe the three-legged race. We'll see what danger that brings up. Okay, let's go with Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'm playing Iskra. She's a Bruja. She's 15. She's exactly what you'd think a 15-year-old would be, but a vampire as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Diver.
I am Diver. I'm playing the infamous Vivi Vincent Valorissimo. He has been always born ready to eat, sleep, drink, and stab his way to happiness. So, yeah. And wealth and fortune and fame. So yeah, that's him basically.
I'm rich. I'm a happy miser.
Exactly.
All right. Well, in our last episode, just kind of a short recap, Iskra had awoken at the church where she was using as a haven. Praetor wasn't there, so tonight maybe we'll find out where Praetor had gone to. Mm-hmm. She made an acquaintance, I guess. Was speaking to a figure who remained in the darkness of the confessional booth. They had a philosophical discussion, maybe a theological discussion, and then it kind of ended. I think they kind of weren't really not agreeing on things, but maybe the direction the conversation was going was not something Iskra was totally interested in.
Right.
So she left, and then she went and found our friend Mihail at some point, who was looking up an acquaintance of his. Well, we shouldn't really say an acquaintance. A name he had heard of by the name of Fabiola Buta, who was at a far-flung convent. Turns out Ms. Buta, one of the sisters there, is a Cainite and apparently is a follower of Set. He and she came to an agreement that they might be able to use the convent as a place to hide, if I remember that correctly, in exchange for him basically not telling anybody about her. She didn't seem very thrilled about it, but kind of accepted the deal. And last but not least, our friend Vivi had decided that he was going to go check out the mausoleum himself in Venice, hiring a gondola, steered by a sturdy young man named Roberto. They made their way to said mausoleum, And Vivi found a way in, found servants, found talk of somebody named Augustus. There was a ghost. Vivi quickly decided he was a bit outmatched at the moment, and
Ghost
beat
was
a
very hands-on.
and beat a fast retreat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, poor Roberto was the victim of a late night snack, or became a late night snack for Vivi. So,
And if you're going to go, that's the way to go. Yeah.
I suppose, you know. So you know, R.I.P. Roberto. You know, we will keep you in our hearts. So that kind of brings us back to the present, where we are going to pick up with early evening in the church, where our friend Praetor has been staying once again. He has not quite found that new place he's looking for. But what we're going to do first is we're going to find out what he's been up to following a rouse check.
Okay. I'm going to click that button, roll that beautiful bean footage, whatever it is.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. And he is successful.
Yay.
So,
oh, there it is. Okay.
Iskra. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say Iskra had not seen you for a couple nights,
Right.
and now you've returned there, and she's not there. So what's going on with Praetor?
Well, what I thought about was that Praetor might be trying to find other Nosferatu, who may or may not want to be found. I found one. That doesn't mean that he's alone. Kind of spent most of the last few nights trying to find out, like, where is their territory, should they have one. In more modern day, I know that, you know, certain sections of certain towns are considered, you know, the areas of those clans.
Mm-hmm.
And Praetor would want to find out, where do the Nosferatu have an area where they frequent, or is it more a matter of we're everywhere we feel like?
From what he can tell, it's about everywhere they feel like.
Okay.
They have a hard time finding places to hide. Basically, there are no basements.
Yeah.
This is a city built on water that is sinking. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of made his way around the city, not really finding anybody in particular. He's had some gut feelings, like, you know, bet if I, you know, went in this little hidey hole, you know, I'd probably find something really nasty and disgusting hiding in here. But whether or not it wants me to find them is another story.
Yeah, that's the issue I see with a lot of Nosferatu, is they don't necessarily want to be found, but they work well together as a group. But
Yes.
you know, when we hide, it's hard for even us to find each other.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm figuring. Like, I'm trying to make myself not necessarily a target, but more like, hey, I'm out here if you need me for anything.
Mhm.
Putting out that, I don't know, that vibe or whatever. You know, I'm available. And the church I'm in might scare some of them off, is what I'm
Mhm.
also wondering. You know, Iskra's not the only one with a fear of religion.
Mhm.
Ah.
So
Well, and it's funny that you mention that, because once he's arisen for the day,
Mhm.
he hears a noise on the old wooden steps that leads up to the attic sort of
Okay.
room that he stays in.
Okay. Praetor will slip into the dark corner
Okay.
and use his obfuscate to kind of hide, basically while not moving, like the first level.
Mhm.
Wait to see what/who shows up.
Okay. As he waits there, he kind of stands in the shadows, but looks into almost some darker shadows in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he hears a soft voice say, "I'm sorry if I scared the young girl away."
How do you mean, sir?
There was a girl who was here the other night with you, and she's not returned.
She has other associates. She may be with them.
Still, it bothers me that another has been fled from my presence.
I can't imagine what would cause her to flee. Can I see anybody or just hear the voice?
You just hear the voice.
Okay.
Whoever it
I'm
is, yeah.
I'm doing the
Whoever it
same.
is,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
so
Whoever it is playing hide and seek as well, but talking to you
Yeah.
from the shadows.
yeah, I'm just keeping to the shadows as well.
course.
Like we can have our, little conversations. So that's fine. I just want to make sure he's not doing something overt.
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think he might be touching himself. Who knows? But
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what his thoughts and deeds are.
no.
anyway, no, we will try not to make this game as offensive as the Trash
Mob.
Last night's pretty bad.
Thought,
Anyway.
word, and deed, and heavy on the covet there, father.
Exactly. They say I asked her if she believed in God.
Ah.
Is this seemed to have troubled her?
She has a known irrational fear of the religious, at least known to me.
She was not unfriendly. I don't mean that she was untoward to me, but I feel she's perhaps a lost soul, like so many of us are.
Perhaps she was uncomfortable being in this place, so she may have left not because of you, but because of the location we are both contained within. It may have overwhelmed her to the point where her fear overrode her logic.
So I ask you, my friend, what enables you to go night to night? What drives you? What is your passion?
For now, to survive.
There's nothing more that you...
Nothing. How do I say this? I am looking for that which to give me purpose to proceed. For now, it is enough that I survive to live another day or night and find my own path through this world, this new world.
I am not originally from Venice, but have dwelt here for long enough that I suppose it's become a home. I tend to drift through the city, not finding one place to stay in for too long, for I always seem to offend someone with my presence. But my faith in the Lord is what drives me from night to night. You see, redemption can still be found. It's not too late.
I agree.
Would you consider yourself a righteous man?
I believe in justice. I believe in defending those that cannot defend themselves. And I believe in protecting the weak, even though I must perhaps prey upon them from time to time.
We are kindred spirits, my friend. Although I do not seek the flesh of man, I find sustenance in the beasts.
And that perhaps is your, I don't know, your gift, your bonus, I can no longer seek such sustenance.
Something moves in the shadows from where the voice is, and you see a very thin figure kind of step out just briefly. And you catch just the sight of a bald head with some really frayed hair. One of their eyes, well, you can only see one eye, and it's sloped downwards, so it's like looking straight down. Their mouth is just a mangled mess of sharp teeth with one long fang hanging out.
You bear the mark of my own.
Agreed.
And I will kind of step forward out of the shadow and let him see my countenance,
Okay.
and then step back. Like, give him about 3 seconds worth
Yeah.
to realize what I am, and then step back.
Tease. No.
Yeah. That's only half the word.
Jesus. Except my own body was already twisted before the gift was given to me by my sire.
A leper?
Of sorts. I was left for dead as an infant, I'm told. Put into a river that I suppose my father had hoped would drown me. But somehow, like Moses, I found my way to safety and was adopted by a family who did not fear my wretched form. I spent no time around anyone besides my family until in my teens they were struck down by bandits.
And now you fight for revenge, fight for them, for their honor, for their memories.
I suppose their memory. They were good, honest people of God who did not have to take in this wretched infant, but they did.
I don't know what I was. I know what I was taught to be, but I find that may no longer be what I actually was. My own sire filled my history, my mind with lies and deceit and deceptions, so I no longer know who or what I was before I changed. So now I seek my own path, seek my own way of continuing on through this night.
I must admit I have tracked your steps these last few nights. Guess that you have been seeking others of forgive me, our clan.
That I have.
As you see, they're not often given to revealing themselves.
No, and that is a shame. I think if we bonded together in numbers, we might be able to accomplish certain things.
I think you're right. This is a beautiful church, despite its age. It's a peaceful place that I find solace in here. I've stayed here once or twice. Again, I try not to keep one haven. I tend to be on the move constantly.
And that is something to which I think that we as a collection of our clan could do something about if we would only band together.
Niccolo is the head of our clan here in Venice, though he speaks of clan unity but does nothing to promote it. In the end, we're all greedy creatures pursuing our own passions and pleasures. I know this, but if he did try to unite us truly, we would be a formidable force.
Yes, a force to be reckoned with.
Perhaps.
Well, if you see this Niccolo, you can tell him that I would support such endeavors, and in fact, if he wishes to reach out to me, I am a receptive audience.
Sadly,
I have not seen him late myself, though.
Sadly, I am a pariah even among the lepers.
Why so is this?
Perhaps it's my faith, my reluctance to feed upon humankind. I'm not quite sure, but they avoid me.
I see no faults in those. If you're honoring your own faith, I see no issue with that. I don't practice the faith, but I see no issue for why you shouldn't be able to practice your own.
Something rotten in this city and
That
beyond
much is clear.
beyond the Nosferatu.
No, I believe there's something to do with the. I can't remember. Was I at? Yeah, I think I went to the dead thing. Was I with them, or was that just? No.
The Dead Island.
Yeah.
That was
I didn't
just
go to.
no. That was just Vivi. So
No, Phoebe. Right.
yeah,
And I haven't seen him to speak of that yet. So.
correct. Yeah.
All right. So yes, I will kind of back. I agree. I sense something amiss in this town. But I have not yet.
An enema, so no.
Yeah. I have not yet encountered what that is. There is a pervasive aura of malaise? No. Perhaps decay. Something is truly rotting within this city, but I am not certain what that is.
I will leave you to your evening, but I'd wished to speak to you for many nights, but maintained my distance.
There is no need to be afraid. I will not harm you unless you seek to harm me.
I am not a violent person by nature. Perhaps that is another reason the clan rejects me, as I abhor violence.
I have no qualms with using violence. However, as I was brought up to believe that I was a warrior. But I do believe it is a last resort. So we are somewhat kindred spirits in that regard, I agree.
And he is going to just kind of like bow almost and be like, until the next time.
He'll kind of nod his head and kind of, step out, nod his head, and then hide back in the shadows again.
Okay. And then you don't hear anything, so you assume he's gone.
Yeah. Well, we can move stealthy too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's an issue. Like I'll wait like a minute, 2 minutes, and then come out and see if there's any response. And then, assuming nothing, I will move about the rest of my day.
Okay.
Go about the rest of my business.
Okay. We are going to switch to a palatial haven at sunset, where Iskra has awoken for the day. Mm-hmm. She spent the day, or excuse me, for the night.
Nice, yeah.
She spent the day at Mahal's. And let's have a rouse check from Iskra.
Okay.
Okay, you get a little hungrier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of guest room does Mahale have that he would have put up his friend in?
Well, it's a guest room in the East Wing. One of them. It's kind of a very elegant thing. There's a lot of paintings and so on, which are on a slightly, let's just say, improper nature.
Oh no.
Is Iskra more frightened of the religion or?
Depends on what's in the painting. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess, you know.
It's not very religious. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. It's not very Christian.
Okay, then maybe that's all right.
It is. They're very religious paintings, but I'm not sure Iskra would realize that since they're more
She probably wouldn't. Honestly, she
bound to
probably would
Setite
not.
religion and so on. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is it Setite related?
kind of, I would think Setite related, but kind of as in more synchronistic. So kind of more interpreted through the saints, representing various figures. In,
Okay.
I would still like Esther to make an intelligence and occult roll, please.
Okay. In that order, intelligence. And
Oh no! Oh, let me occult and intelligence.
Okay.
Sorry.
so unless somebody actually knows something, they won't click at that first.
Intelligence.
Oh yeah, I want to see how she
and-
does.
Yeah.
Just, 2 successes. You know it's not necessarily Christian,
Mhm.
but she does. Well, I don't want to pick on her and say she has no education, but she doesn't.
She doesn't. She has no
so-
education. She cannot
yeah.
read. She's
Yeah.
illiterate. Uh-huh.
So you would not necessarily see them as Egyptian. You know it's not Christian.
Right. Right.
So
Maybe it's
it's not
okay.
it's not enough to set off your spidey senses. Like
Right.
maybe he's not what he says he is.
It might be true, but she does not know that.
But he ain't really hiding.
Would you
either.
recognize it as pagan?
I don't know. She's not smart enough to make that
she
decision.
might think it's pagan. She's just
Maybe,
a little like.
but-
Yeah,
So okay.
That's fine.
technically it is
That's fine.
pagan.
And as you're noticing these things,
Mhm.
your host is in the doorway, and I'd like a rouse check for Mahal, please.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope. Oh, okay. I'm actually on 104, so
Okay. Oh God. All right.
your host is looking rather strained, but
Bit
very
hangry,
elegantly
yeah.
dressed.
Yeah.
He'll bid you good morning.
Oh. I guess good evening, maybe, but
Good evening, yeah.
yeah, I slept well.
I'm glad to hear that. Was the room to your liking? Is it comfortable?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I hope the decor is not too much. I mean, if you want, I'm sure that I can get somebody to remove it.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
And I hope the decor is not too much. I can sure I can get somebody to remove it.
Oh, the paintings you mean, or what
No.
are you talking of?
The paintings, I mean,
The paintings?
or anything else for that matter.
Oh, well, I think I'm okay with those now.
Well, I have some business in town, and if you want to stay here, you're welcome to, or you can take a ride with me to town, or
Do you need me to go with you? I don't know what you're doing. How would I know what to answer?
no, I just have some. I just need to find myself some to eat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could go for that too. I think. I don't know.
You both hear some approaching footsteps, and Mahal, before you even turn around, you know it is Jaime, first of his name, who approaches, says, "Good evening, Master."
Good evening, Jaime. Let me introduce to my friend Iskra.
Hello.
Iskra.
He's a
And
valued guest.
And he bows. Jaime is, I don't know if we really described him a lot.
Yeah, we did actually. Just
kind of toady, I guess we'd say.
Oh, okay.
In looks and in personality.
Mm.
He reaches for your hand.
Okay. And I extend my
and
hand.
gives it a kiss, and he says, an honored guest of the master.
I guess so.
And he spins and looks at Mahal. Master, are we going into town today or this evening
Yes,
for?
I think I'd like to visit your place of work and get to know some more of your friends.
Of course, an excellent idea. I thank you. I will ready the wagon.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. He fucks. Yep.
Muted.
I hit a button. He fucks off to go ready the wagon.
Should I go with you? I don't know what you're doing, but
Well,
I
I'm
don't want
just
to be
gonna
by
tell them-
myself there, you know.
I mean, I'm going to the local body house to get some to eat. I mean, it's not the
Okay.
most proper place. So it's up to you if you want to come with me or not.
Sure, why not? I don't want to be alone, so she has no idea what's going on.
I may can come back and keep her company.
We can take
Oh my.
Guess not.
Mm,
He
no.
could. I'm sure he could teach her a lot.
All right. Anything you want to prepare before you go? Anything you want to?
Just make sure I have lots of money.
Okay.
I would just walk in, kind of open like a chest, which kind of just piled with gold randomly.
Like basically bring a dragon horde with you, right?
Yeah, why not?
Let's see. I don't know what are my resources. I might be
Oh,
overplaying
Jesus.
it. What
I-
resources for? So yeah, I do
I would say
have
you
like
got
a chest.
resources for. Yeah, I mean, this is a time where people fought over getting a penny. So
Yeah, so it's like, I just don't feel like. Do you need some cash?
Do I need some
Or
cash?
money?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I barely know what
just
I'm doing most of the time.
Gives you like a couple gold coins.
Oh, pretty.
It's probably enough
Thank
to buy like a small house.
exactly.
Okay, and I'll put them in a pocket of my skirt and,
Okay.
know where they are, I guess.
Excellent.
All
Well,
right.
I think
Thank
and then we go to the carriage. The carriage is kind of it's not that ostentatious, kind of not where it will just get stolen and robbed just sitting in the street.
Okay.
It's a nice carriage, kind of well maintained, but not that it'll like stand out horribly.
All right. Yeah, well, if you're ready to go, I'll go see whatever you're gonna do.
Okay.
Right, come in. I'll drive. Don't
Okay.
actually have any ride skill, but I assume it's just going.
Well, you don't need to. You've got Jaime.
You can
He
do
knows
it.
Yeah, Jaime is going to drive the wagon for you, unless you insist, Master. On
No, it's fine. You can go.
oh, thank you. So he kind of hops up like a toad and starts getting
Wow.
the thing ready. We're going to actually switch over then to Vivi. Vivi has managed to get another meeting with Domenico Giovanni. They are going to meet at the same shipwrights studio, we called it. I don't even know if it's the right word, where they had previously met. Vivi arrives. Oh yeah, thank you for the blood. Thank you. And what is he at now?
He's at 1 because Roberto is a fine meal.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And so yeah, so he actually failed that roll, but he's at 1 hunger, so it didn't last long being completely sated.
No.
I am going to roll again,
Okay.
so that he can heal that health,
Okay.
and that'll work.
Oh, alrighty.
Yeah, so he's back at full health now.
Got those rosy cheeks again.
Yes, he's really really good. It's like he can't go out looking less than his best. So yeah.
He arrives at the same place. There is no guard or anything. He approaches the building.
Well, and they're familiar with him, so he would expect not to be stopped this time.
Right,
Like,
right.
He's a welcome and honored guest.
Exactly.
In his mind, at least.
Exactly. But being a trained killer, he still looks around. just-
Right. Of course he does. Yeah,
Finds-
he wouldn't do. That's just second nature for him.
Exactly. Finds nothing amiss, shall we say.
Yeah.
And he steps into the building, and there is sort of a office, we'll call it, from Middle Ages terms, where he finds Domenico Giovanni sitting at a table, a glass in front of him, or a goblet rather in front of him, reading over some papers.
Now describe this table for me, if you could.
Wooden.
Is it long? Is it a long table?
Yeah. Think of it as like a long table.
Yeah.
And he's kind of sitting at one end.
At one.
There's maybe some chairs at the other
Along
end.
the sides, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The last
Well,
time
Phoebe
you
is going to take the initiative here and plop himself right down at the other end.
Oh, perfect. Which is where you
and
sat
just-
last time.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
And just kind of like fold his hands together and go, Domenico, been some time. You've been quiet.
Yes. Have you reconsidered my previous offer?
Well, some events and information have come to light since then. Not from you, of course, because I haven't heard from you. And he's going to drive that point home just a little bit.
He doesn't just stone face.
He's just put off just a little bit. He's just logging a small grievance.
You ghosted me,
But, yeah, like you ghosted me. Yeah. So not
Giovanni do tend to ghost people.
Right. Oh yeah. No, that's exactly their whole thing. Yeah, they invented ghosting. Yeah. So yeah, he's just like. He's lodging that in there in his own little subtle way, and basically saying, "Oh, look, and about our offer, yes, as you mention it now, it is of course still on the actual proverbial table, and yes, I am willing to refresh my memory just one more time. I often have, as I've discovered, an invisible audience." Even those beings which are not immediately apparent to us pay attention to me, as it were, and so for their sake, I would like you to just recall for me again this offer that you were offering to me originally, because it's been about 2 months since I heard from you. So yeah, for our phantom audience,
I have amended the prior offer.
You've amended your plans. Okay. Yeah.
I am seeking assistance with one task, which you would be paid well for.
Handsomely.
No need for a retainer. No need for further contact until I deem so. One task only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, see, you did offer the wine, so I mean, I'm willing to accept that. But the friends prices, I mean, we haven't talked. You ghosted me, so like I'm waiting to hear the change in price that you mentioned. Like, hopefully inflation has happened since then, and the cost of services goes up. Sometimes I need to remain competitive. I have expenses. Yeah. He's just layering it on, just because.
Oh, he really is. He really is. And he just seems to be thinking of something. Like he's actually, we should he really just kind of waits for Vivi to shut up finally, and then.
He realizes he's getting nothing from this guy, so it's just like, okay. So he's just gonna put his hands together again and wait.
Is your price consummate with the task at hand, or is it a flat fee, shall we say?
That's a very interesting question. Consummate.
It seems I must lay my cards on the table then, if we are to negotiate.
Indeed.
Before we come to an agreement, let me give you a small idea of what I'm looking for.
I like ideas. Yeah.
There is a traveling merchant who buys goods from the Holy Land.
As one does.
He is a Greek by the name of Demetrius. Rumor has it that a certain relic has arrived in Venice, and the Greek has come here to purchase it. A pompous fool named Terenzio Palladino has this relic in his possession and wishes to sell it to this Greek. I want you to get me this relic, bring it to me, so that it does not fall into the hands of this Greek.
Can you tell me anything about this relic so that I will know it when I recognize it, when I see it? Obviously, I can't retrieve something I don't know what it is. So.
Agreed. Are you a man of faith?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have my own personal religion. It has many tenets that I follow religiously. Yeah.
Don't be a wise ass. He's just a totally stone face.
Yeah. He mumbles it under his. He doesn't have heightened senses on because he's learned around these certain people that there are all kinds of things he does not want to hear or smell or.
Oh yeah.
He just hears he kind of like mumbling something, but he doesn't quite hear it. Doesn't pick up on it.
If you turn on heightened senses, you might hear whispering in the room from
that
places
would be
that you can't. Yeah,
distracted. Okay.
Yeah. Very well. It is said that this item is a fragment of the true cross. The cross that Jesus was slain upon. As you can see, it would be.
That's no common
quite
relic.
important.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is truly something special.
I would like this relic in my possession.
Well, I can make that happen.
What is your price then?
Well, I can't tell you right now because all sorts of things figure into the price. Right off. So there's lodging, there's complications, there's extra people who need to die, and there's retrieval fees, and as well as evasion fees, and
you hear the wood. He's the arm on his chair. You hear a crack.
Yeah, of course.
He squeezes his hand as he's listening to you.
Listen, I will tabulate it all up. I'm not going to make you do that. I'm going to take care of it. I will calculate it all up for you and tabulate it all up at the end. I'm certain that it will be affordable for you. It'll be a price well within your range of capability to pay. And so I will do this for you. And then, like civilized kindred, we will exchange payments and relics and be on our way.
Time is of the essence. Tell me your price.
And that's exactly the kind of factor I was factoring in. So if you want the expediency and you want the 2-day shipping, okay, I'm going to have to tack on the extra expedited fee. So yeah, but no problem. We can make that happen. Yeah. Previews he's really pioneering a lot of.
I was going to say. Would you be interested in our insurance protection on the boat?
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So that if anything comes up, you get a percentage of your money back.
Right, exactly. Our limited time warranty,
Warranty, that was the word I was thinking of.
Exactly. So yeah. We can certainly add that on, and make it happen. So if that is all, he's gonna rise, he's gonna then I will see you again as soon as I have this relic in my possession.
I have other offers.
Of course you do. I'm not the only game in town. I'm just the best.
I love Evie. And he says, by tomorrow night at the latest, or consider the offer off the table.
That's a truncated timetable, so obviously I'll have to figure that in as well, but we can make that happen. You can tell he's scribbling something down really quick because he's got rapid reflexes and everything. He's just tallying up all of these fees. So he's just,
Actually, you know what? Why don't we, I think it would be fun actually to, let's try a wits and persuasion to see if he can just kind of smooth over.
Oh yeah. Okay, wits and persuasion.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
This could be fun. I'm going to add some extra vitae pizzazz here, some Riz on the roll.
Good idea.
And,
Good idea.
And let's see here. And that's not awful. It's not great, but it's an average roll of 2 successes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I just had to do that because I was rousing to get that dice
No
pool.
problem. Have you he's stood up now to leave?
Yes.
Let me tell you one last thing, sir.
He leans in, interested, and it's like, I'm still listening. Yeah.
The information I've shared with you does not leave this room.
Confidentiality. Yeah. Discretion.
If you do not accept the deal, you do not leave with the information either. I will see you tomorrow night.
I accept the deal. He extends his hand.
Right.
We got places to be. You know?
Yeah. And even for a vampire, his handshake is cold. and
Yeah.
Like touching a gravestone.
It's clammy. It's like touching a corpse. You know. And he was just like.
And he shakes it, and he's like, I will give you the location where this idiot who possesses the relic is said to be.
Is there anything more besides his level of intelligence that you can inform me about?
He is mortal.
Oh, that makes things easier. Yeah.
And they say he possesses a small private army of men.
But no extracurricular phantasmal servants, right?
Not that I know of, but expect resistance in entering his palazzo.
Naturally, this task would be beneath me if there wasn't at least some sort of resistance. Yeah. I appreciate that you didn't just hand me a cakewalk here. It'll turn into a cakewalk because I'm just that good. But
Right.
Good evening to you, sir. It's been wonderful catching up with you. Don't be such a stranger. And then he's on his way out.
Okay. It is early enough evening that he's given you the address that you would be able to do a recon of the place if you wanted to.
That's what he'll do. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to do a recon.
Okay. We're going to switch back to Praetor. Praetor, you've kind of met the Man in Black, as it were.
Man of mystery.
Man of mystery, yeah. Is there anything he wants to do with this evening?
Probably just find Iskra. Make sure she's okay, because I know Praetor has been out for a few days. I don't imagine that Iskra is necessarily in need of help, but I know she can take care of herself. But he is concerned about, where did she end up? Hopefully not someplace worse than the church.
Well, it's funny you say that, because her friend Hale has taken her to you were looking for a boarding house, I think you were.
Not a boarding house, a bawdy house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
A bawdy house?
A bawdy house?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I know a place called the Pink Princess.
That's in another universe.
It's Heine's place of work.
Okay.
Yeah, Iskra no idea what she's about to get into. So.
Yeah. We'll say it is a. God, all my games seem to have bordellos in it. It's amazing. We'll say that Jaime knows of a place, a Dark Ages speakeasy in a way, where certain It is a place kind of at the bottom of like the lowest level of an old like fish warehouse. And when they arrive, there's kind of what looks almost like a false door inside, and you hear sounds of music very faintly from within. Jaime turns around and says, "I think you'll find many good people here, Master. I don't know if the girl will like this place, though. You might want to cover your eyes, young one."
Well, it's up to her entirely.
I can fight my way out of anything.
Oh.
It'll be fine.
I don't think you'll need to fight.
Unfortunately,
well,
Praetor does not find her this evening, so
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
A place,
Actually-
that's not a place he would likely end up.
yeah. And the odds of you knowing where it was is very low.
Yeah, no, it's,
well, this
he,
underground.
he also wouldn't mind just learning his way around town either. Like, hey, I need to figure out where things are around here. And he's still also looking for a good place to set up shop away from the church.
Hmm.
So, and Iskra, if you really want to fight, you'll have to pay a bit extra. I'm sure of it.
I don't understand.
Inside, when you pass through this door, you smell smoke, sweat, desperation, fear. These just seem to come to your vampiric senses. You see several men when you walk in. They are, well dressed. Look like they're definitely patricians of sorts. Not Ventru. Drinking some wine. You hear from another room. It sounds like a whip cracking. And sounds of laughter. Jaime just seems like he's in his element here. And he's just like, "Is this place not everything I told you, Master?"
It's very impressive. Anyway, I think tonight, for my appetites, I might require 3 people. Just come looking around. What's available?
What
It's
was
crazy.
that?
Anybody- I'm saying that for my appetites, I need a couple of people.
Oh,
Very
of
brisk.
course, of course. There's probably some wretched folks in here that I can find. But and this is more a storyteller question than for Mahale. Is he looking to recruit this evening?
Not really. He's just very hungry, so that's why he needs a couple of people.
Okay,
because
okay,
He knows if you get
okay.
one person, it's a bit too
I wasn't sure if he was going to do any kind of open recruiting with this for there.
Oh God, yeah.
Also, for Iskra, if you see anybody you like, I'm sure that they'll be very happy to make your acquaintance.
Okay.
I can satisfy all types of your appetites, whatever they might be. And with a nudge, wink, wink. Say no more, say no more.
Okay.
The strongest looking, healthiest person that walks by Mahale, his beast is just like, that one now.
Okay. Well, are they available? So
Doesn't matter if they're available. If they're walking by. Jaime was just starting to go, what about when this? Yeah. Now is
and
he
that
going
one
to,
and that one.
Mhm.
yeah. There's probably one or two. Is he going to feed on them openly or?
Now I'm going to find a room.
Okay. All right. Mahale.
I'm sure Iskra will be fine. If you need anything, you can ask Heini. I'll be.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Mahale grabs.
Just push her into deep.
Yeah,
end.
exactly. Grabs 2 of them and finds a corner of a room with these. They appear drunk, and they're like, "Hey, the rough stuff costs extra."
Fine. Not wondering what is everybody smoking because this is 1200.
No. It's there is a fire
Okay.
Oh,
in its
okay.
back with something being cooked on it. It smells awful. But yeah, no, it was a cook fire. So
Okay.
Anyway, it was just, for some reason, just
okay, so they're like, hey, the rough stuff costs extra.
of course. And anyway, yeah, I think we can gloss over what happens next, but I think we can.
Well, he can only bite on one at a time. So, is he going to? How is he gonna basically keep the other one busy while he's
Well, just make it look like it's just, but that he's just very passionate. So
okay.
not that
Okay.
obvious.
Well, then these two drunk gentlemen are in a passionate embrace with Mihail. And is he going to how much is he going to take? Is he going to drink just from one? Are you going to drink from both of them?
I'm gonna take two from the stronger one and one from the other one.
Okay. All
Because I
right.
know two is kind of like.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you're gonna relieve. Is that all of your hunger?
No, I'll be down to one.
Down to one. Perfect. Okay. All right. So this
I want to
probably
clean
takes
up.
this probably takes about 20 minutes, half an hour, because he's not a slob. He's gonna he's gonna enjoy himself. Meanwhile,
Iskra's like, what is this
Iskra.
place?
Iskra sits with trying to basically marinate.
Exactly. I'm probably feeling quite happy now because all the alcohol is going through my system.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you might get a little bit of a buzz. Iskra's with Jaime. Jaime kind of just looks around the place with this like big grin on his face. He says, I used to run this place.
Really?
Yeah. It's not as nice as it used to be. This is like a dirt floor. I mean, it just reeks. And he's like, it's not as nice as it used to be. We used to make it really, really welcoming for the for our patrons. It's really gone to hell.
Apparently. I wouldn't know. I've never been here.
Well, he's like, you can pick whatever you like in here.
What do you mean?
If you're hungry, you must feed, right?
Oh. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
and he kind of pulls down his shirt, and he's kind of got like a ring around the collar, He's like, we can go over there if you would like.
Don't you belong to Mihail, though? I mean,
And he kind of gets like this bashful look on his face, like, I suppose, but the young lady is so pretty, and I would like to offer myself.
I don't know if I can handle that right now.
Yeah. Jaime, first of his name, I'm really trying to make him an awful person.
It kind of is. Yeah. She's a child. I mean, she's 15,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How old is she really, though?
She's 15. I mean,
Well,
that's
no.
old.
Appearance, she's 15.
Appearance, she's
Age,
15.
she's
But
like
other than that, yeah.
40 something at this point.
Maybe,
I mean,
yeah. But she's still kind of herself, Yeah.
Well, we're taught, I mean, Brace physically only stopped about her at 25, so a 50-year-old vampire would still be effectively a teenager for
Yeah.
eternity.
Yeah. I mean, 15 in these days. I mean, she should have 3 kids already. So,
I mean, you can't do that as a vampire.
So he's like, he seems a little like, well, okay. I just wanted to make sure that you felt comfortable with being here and the selection that's available.
I could probably feed on someone.
Very well. And he kind of shrinks his head and kind of,
He's a little weird. She's trying to be nice, but he's a little weird. Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't mean he's gonna, he's gonna stay first cultist. He's just,
I mean, yeah, true.
Yeah.
But,
Well,
yeah.
Snickers might be busy, but
will that be the next cultist? The Snickers. Okay. Mihail is done with his young men, and they seem a little woozy. They were drunk, and now they're a little like, I just want to sit down for a little bit. She said, they're like, you're an animal.
thank you. You're not too bad yourself.
And they just kind of sit down and
Yeah. Have some more wine.
Yeah, they start chugging wine and look like they're about to pass out on the floor.
Well, wine and low blood is.
It's not good at all.
Nah.
Yeah.
Don't be such a party pooper. No. Yeah, so they kind of crash on the floor.
Wow.
And then leave them,
Okay.
kind of get dressed, and
Okay. All right,
come
and
back.
then you.
So I was still straightening my.
Yeah, there's various sex acts and things like that going on in the dirt. Like I said, there is a roaring fire that you choose not to get near.
Right, right.
There are some people over by the fire, but you would need to get near the fire to be able to talk to them. But this is one place that Iskra has seen no crosses.
True. There are no crosses here. I am
No crosses
okay.
here. Yeah. What's Mahel want to do?
I come out and see Iskra still looking.
Okay. Yep.
I assume Iskra still has that deer in the headlights look.
Uh,
Hi, Iskra. Did you find something you like, or
I don't know how to go about doing that, but I'm hungry.
I can just ask somebody for a bit of privacy? I mean,
Okay.
she looks nice, kind of plain to
Yeah, there's a woman of about 30 probably walks by. She is topless. Her hair just kind
I
of
haven't seen before. You know?
her hair just kind of hangs in her face
Mhm.
as she just kind of shuffles by. She has a skirt on, and she just kind of shuffles along through the dirt, and she's just kind of like mumbling to people. She's like, I'm not gonna say it, but she's offering sex acts to
Oh,
people. She's
my.
just kind of mumbling it under her breath as she walks by. She just kind of gives Iskra the stink eye, and
She likes me.
Okay, so maybe Snickers might not be right for you. Sorry,
Yeah.
couldn't resist.
Jaime comes back. Jaime comes back and says, "Yeah, Snickers. Seems like she's in kind of a bad mood tonight. Let's not
okay.
bother her." So
Jaime's always there, but
Jaime used to run the place.
That's what I was told.
But now he now he just comes back with fond memories of how much better it was when he ran the place.
Right. Yeah, I just need someone to feed from, honestly.
Heine, who's
He's like
friendly?
Snickers is she's available.
She's a little
Yeah,
scary.
it's
I
only
don't think she
slightly
likes
friendlier.
me.
He's like, unless the lady is has reserved tastes.
I don't know. I need to feed. I get really grumpy if I'm not.
Have a Snickers.
I don't know. She just looks at me funny. I don't think she likes me.
And he does-
There's Fernando. Though he's been a bit upset since his brother Roberto went missing last night.
Oh, that's
Poor
awesome.
guy.
Yeah. There is a guy who comes wandering over from the fire,
So
he's
might
just
feel
gonna
better
like
to have attention
and
from a
he's like-
lovely young lady.
he's like I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna come tonight. My brother Roberto is missing and his family is
Oh, my.
looking all over for him. Does anyone want to play Roberto?
It can't be me.
Matt?
Nah, I'm good.
No. Diver, you want to try playing Fernando?
Now this is a different Roberto, of course.
Yeah. This
Because the former
Common name.
Roberto first of his name is at the bottom of like
This-
Venice.
this-
Yeah.
This guy happens to be Roberto's brother.
Okay.
Um,
Also
okay.
named Roberto. Yeah.
well,
Roberto-
no. His name is Fernando.
Oh, Fernando. Okay.
Fernando.
Okay.
And he's upset because his brother is missing from last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
And
Roberto
he-
didn't come home. Yeah.
And he spent a lot of the day trying to console the family.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure if he was going to come in for a shift tonight.
Yeah.
But you got to make those pennies. So
His
here he
gondola
is.
is not being moved or
It-
anything. He's not there.
Exactly. So I turn the stage over to you.
Has anyone seen my brother? Roberto. He's here every night, and this is the first time he didn't come home. I mean, I mean, it's not the first time he didn't come home, but like it's Roberto. He hasn't mentioned that he's interested in anybody. So has anybody seen him? Anybody seen my brother Roberto?
And Jaime speaks up. He says, Roberto doesn't work here anymore. He got the job as a gondola pilot. He said he was too good to work here anymore.
Oh,
He was saying how he was telling everybody how he was going to save up to finally buy it.
Yeah.
Finally propose to his fiancée.
that doesn't sound like Roberto though. He enjoyed living at home. He was always home. By I mean, occasionally he had to work nights, but like most of the times he was home at a good hour, and he always enjoyed breakfast with the family and everything. It's just I've never known him to. This is really out of character for him. Can you at least tell me where he might have gone, or I mean, he was, to my knowledge, a skilled gondolier, but I'm just worried about him. It's very unlike him to do this, to just disappear. So can we? Maybe somebody can help me find him. I'm sure that he hasn't gone far.
Iskra is good at finding people, aren't you, Iskra?
Sometimes.
Maybe you could help this gentleman find his brother.
Okay.
Maybe you should
Where
talk to
should
him.
we start?
Oh, bless you! Thank you so much. He's going to start describing Roberto,
Mhm.
and
Maybe you can talk over there in the corner, away from everyone, so that you don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That dark corner where nobody can see.
and he's
Right,
been
yeah, let's
shuffled
go over there,
off.
calm-
Yeah, he's
calm
been
down.
shuffled off on you, and he is totally
Mhm.
monopolizing you now. So he's basically
Yes.
like, this is what he looks like. This is what he
Mhm.
sounds like. He likes his eggs over easy.
Okay, I didn't need to know that, but all right.
Yeah,
Uh,
you're not his type. Like he would never, consider
Yeah.
someone. You're a little too young for Roberto, but that's okay.
Probably,
It's okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you think we should start to look?
Well, the other gentleman, the very helpful gentleman that escorted me off so quickly, was he said something about him either buying or using a gondola. I know that from time to time he moonlighted as a gondolier. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe we should go down by the water and see.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go down by the water. I think that would be a great idea. And two sets of eyes are better than one. And I
course,
can't see in the
course.
dark so well. So yeah, I'm just, I'm really happy that you're willing to help. And it's just a shame that nobody else was willing to help out Roberto, because he was such a good guy. Everybody in Venice knew Roberto. He was just such a good
Oh.
guy.
Yeah.
He was
Okay,
really
that's
just a
sad.
friend to all of his neighbors and everything like that.
Yeah,
He
who's
was-
going to feed those underprivileged kids that he was looking
I know. He's a credit to his community. I mean, he's just he was really fantastic, and I just miss him
Right.
so much. Yeah.
Well, let's go look for him. Let's go down by
Okay.
the river and see.
So he's enthusiastically going with you and telling you every detail you never wanted to know about
Okay,
Roberto.
I kind of
Right.
go along because so wants to see him walking out.
Iskra,
Uh-huh.
your beast is growling.
Of course, that's part of why I'm doing this.
Shut him up.
Give them
Okay.
a respectful distance.
Eat.
Oh God. Okay. So she's not very tall, but she's gonna she knows he can't see in the dark very well.
He's just like, you can tell that he's
Mhm.
looking, he's staying closer to the lamps, and things
Right.
like that. The
Right.
torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if he's still talking,
Oh, yeah.
then,
He hasn't shut up once while you've been there. Yeah.
yeah, he just keeps going. So I think what she's going to do is try to give him a hug and then also feed really quickly and then stop.
Okay.
Server's down though, so I can't roll.
Server, you can't roll. We're gonna say that she moves quick enough
Mhm. She
that
is pretty fast,
that
yeah.
he's not gonna be able to.
I mean, he's a little bit surprised. He's like, no, I'm not really into. I mean, I like you. And
No, I was just trying to calm you down. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me. So-
Yeah.
and how much is she gonna take from him?
She had 2 dots on the before the
Mhm.
Molten Holsting thing stops. So probably 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, I
that
got a
felt-
little. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
He's
What
just a little
was I
bit
doing?
stunned. He's just like, whoa. Wow. What's your name again?
You'll forget it though, I'm sure. Yeah. So let's go try to find your brother.
What were we doing? Oh,
Finding your brother.
Yeah. You're probably like, okay. I just want to do that again.
yeah, that was really kind of incredible. That was the
Fuck my brother.
I don't know what you did that, but wow, that was you're special, and he kind of like you can tell he's looking at you with like new eyes now. He's just like, wow, that was incredible. Yeah. So
Let's go find your brother first.
Roberto,
okay?
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes.
I really want to introduce you to him. Like, just you're, such a really special person.
Let's go closer to the water and see if
Yeah.
there's anyone on a gondola that could.
Yeah, he's just kind of like stumbling along, a little happy with you. You know?
God. What have I done?
All right. So, yeah, you kind of get on a little, kind of sidewalk kind of thing, and you
Mhm.
can, not as many gondolas out at this hour.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
yeah, he's Fernando's kind of looking around and kind of
He's asking
looking out
people.
towards
He's like, "Does anybody know Roberto's gondola? Like, what that looks like? And that
Okay,
sort of thing."
I'm also going to join them. I'll kind of head towards the water because I know it's
Okay.
down there.
Okay.
Just give Iska a bit of space to.
you some of the people shout back. They're like, "Hey, we saw him last night. He was sorry for the bad accent. We saw him take a ride. He picked up somebody, and they went to we don't know. They went to some of that creepy place that the one on the other side that that no one likes to go to, but Roberto, he's a good guy. He
it's me, Fernando. I'm his brother, and yeah, exactly.
sweet.
And Roberto is such a stand-up guy, and really just a credit to his whole family and the neighborhood and the city. And I just
he's not a whore like me.
yeah, and so I just want to know that he's okay. But his gondola's here, but he's not. And you said that he gondola. I mean, I understand a lot of people need gondola rides in the middle of the night, but the spooky place and everything. Like, you mean that spooky place up the way? Why would he ever go there? Is that a normal thing?
And the guy now notices Iskra,
Mhm.
and he quickly just goes,
Uh,
You have a good night, Fernando.
Okay. All
Server's
right.
back
Bye. I don't. I mean,
up. Yeah. Iskra,
he's kind of like looking at Iskra and
Yeah.
then looking back at this guy and just.
Mhm.
Did you know him? Does he not?
No. He may have mistaken me with someone else. I don't know.
Yeah. He probably doesn't even know. He probably doesn't. Yeah. You're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
okay. So
You're such a nice person.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I think Fernando might need to be a recurring character
Maybe.
if he doesn't die.
If he doesn't die.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe one more guy kind of comes by and he sees Iskra and he kind of just makes the sign of the cross and just keeps.
How do they know this?
Why do these people
Well,
keep signing themselves,
you're-
crossing themselves with
You're
you?
very pale.
Uh-huh.
You probably have like, there's this little bit of flush of light, but just this very pale girl
Yeah.
standing in the night next to this guy who's kind of.
Yeah.
Who's definitely got a tan and everything, Venetian all
I
the
don't
way,
know.
yeah.
I don't know why they do that. Perhaps they think I'm a religious icon or something. But I don't know them.
Oh, that would be
You don't
awesome.
know them? They all are crossing themselves. I don't understand.
I
Maybe we should get you to a church. Maybe that's what they mean.
I don't know. We should find
No.
your
Come on,
brother
I know a
first.
good church. I'm really friends with the priest there and everything like that. Maybe Roberto went there and we can go find him together. And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And so he's going to start leading Iskra, whether she wants it or not, to his local church. Yeah.
Do you touch her?
Yeah. He's gonna like put his hand on her back and just be like, no, come with me. I'm sure that they're just we can get my friend the priest to bless you and just assure everyone that you're okay, because you really are. You're special and you're a really nice person, and I just want you to introduce you to my family and everything. So yeah.
Let's start with the church. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. And he's just happily like leading you, to the church.
What have I done?
Jen, if you can jump back in Foundry.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And
again.
Hale, what you kind of see this going on.
I kind of feel. Oh, I thought I'd find you here. Where are you guys off to? Did you find anybody by the water?
Now, Mihail hasn't like introduced himself to Fernando at all, right?
No, I don't know.
We met at the.
Yeah. You met at the club.
Oh, hello again. You
Hello.
you gave you offered to have Iskra help me here. She's so great. You don't even know like how nice of a person she is, and so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, Iskra, I think you got something in your mouth. Give her a handkerchief.
I've been. Yeah.
People have been crossing themselves around her. I don't know what that's all about. Like, she seems like such a nice person. And so we're going to church together. We're going to church, and I'm going to introduce her to my special priest, and he's going to bless her, and it's going to be good, because sometimes people don't see well in the dark, and they just don't know who she is, and I'm sure they're mixing her up with somebody else, or maybe they're just getting a bad vibe from her, and we're going to take care of that. So, Mihail, you are absolutely welcome to come with us. I'd love to have your company too.
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, and they're just all going to go together to church.
Could Jen, could you give me a willpower roll, please?
Willpower roll.
Yeah, you just click on willpower.
Okay. I don't know where my character sheet went. Hold on, I'm going to find it again. Yeah. I don't know what I'm rolling. Hold on.
It's gonna be at the top of your sheet.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Willpower roll.
Yeah, please.
Okay, let me find it. This is just going so strange.
I just want to see how much more of this let's go to church talk.
Willpower's at the top.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay. One roll, I guess. Let's see how it goes. Oh.
Okay. She's practically biting through her lip.
Mm-hmm. That's why there's a little bit of
blood. But yeah, he's now touched you. He's now ready to drag you along to church. You've kind of you haven't quite like dug in your heels that you want to stop, but okay. Mihail.
Yeah. As you can see, I noticed that she's kind of in a bit of a state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fernando, maybe we should actually look for your brother by the canal, because
No, we found his gondola. He's not there. He went to all I know is that he went to a spooky place and he took some guy there, but like that's what gondoliers do, and I have a feeling that his gondola's back here, so that means he made it back, and like he's just gone missing. But I think to myself, Mihail, where if I were Roberto,
what a wonderful world. No.
Yeah, exactly. if I were Roberto, where would I go? And if it wasn't home to my beloved family, it would be to church. And I'm thinking that's where I would go, especially if something happened, or if there was some problem. And I figure, that's the best place for us to go. Everybody's crossing with poor Iskra here, and I just want to make sure that maybe we might find Roberto there and help Iskra, and everybody be happy. So and he's just going to continue dragging Iskra to the churchiest of churches. Yeah, like symbols on both sides, religious iconography, like saints and everything else. It's just covered.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Is there a church event happening right now? Like, is someone?
Yeah, it's a midnight mass. No.
The toy bazaar is going on. Yeah, well, there was no service going on at the moment. You get there, the doors are closed. There's
Oh, well,
yeah,
they're closed. Maybe we should come back now.
No. Sometimes Brother Reynard is here, and I Father Reynard, and he's like knocking. He's like, Father Reynard, like I can't find Roberto, and I've got this special girl here. Everybody's crossing, so we need your help. We need your guidance,
The door is open. I mean, it's not locked because they keep it open.
Well, he's just going to barge right in then. He's just going to come in because this is the highest priority. He's going to drag Iskra along by the hand.
Okay, I'm like this. Like, all right.
All right. That is where I need another willpower roll from Iskra, because now you're going into a church.
I'm going into a church. Okay, one more roll for willpower. And
I think you just need to click on the willpower.
Yeah, just click on
that. Then I did this wrong. Then.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not going to charge you with spending willpower. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
But you got no successes. So
I know.
now,
so I'm just like, oh no.
Now I need.
Much.
Let's go with. Well, let's see. It's definitely going to be. Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would her response be to either try to get Fernando away from her? Is she going to attempt to stiff upper lip it and try to get through it?
She's probably going to try that until it drives her crazy.
Okay. Okay. Then I need an etiquette and composure roll, please. And I believe
in that
you have
order?
Yes.
Okay, let me find it. I can never find it. I wish this was alphabetical. It'd be a lot easier for me. Let's see. Etiquette is where?
In the middle of the sheet. Yep.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yep.
Etiquette and what was the other one?
Composure, please.
Composure. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see how she does. I hit the wrong button. Let me try again. Sorry. Okay. Composure is here and roll.
Got one success.
Yeah.
You are obviously bothered by this.
Mm-hmm.
Mihail, you're behind them, right?
Yeah.
He's just looming. He's just
He's
behind them.
I want to. And I'm going to let you use Vivi's sheet for this, just because I want you to be able to roll something. I want you to roll just wits and awareness.
Okay.
Yeah. So she got one success. I want to see what you get.
Oh my.
Oh, he's completely oblivious.
Yeah. He doesn't notice that she's
what
upset
he's doing
with
is he's too busy pointing out there's St. James, there's St. Mark, there's St.
Right.
Luke, like he's just pointing them all out to you. Oh, there's the Virgin, and,
Yeah.
Are you going to keep pulling her further in?
Yeah. Father Reynard, are you in? Father Reynard, this poor lost soul. Yeah.
Oh, he's probably sleeping. I kind of go.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he looks a bit overwhelmed. Let's maybe.
Yeah. This is what happens when you make me an NPC.
I like doing this now because it keeps you guys involved.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also you may come up with a total angle that I didn't even think of.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I think Iskra, now you're gonna have
Try to crawl out of her skin.
Uh-huh.
You're getting closer to the altar, and it's a small church. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's not
real big.
much.
They're just all staring at you, the
Yeah.
statues and everything. It's just
Yeah, I'd like
Okay.
another willpower roll from.
Okay,
Iskra, please.
one willpower roll. All right. I just hit the same button, or
Mhm.
okay. I don't know what I did there.
That's okay.
Oh, the hunger went up.
Yeah.
That's a rouse roll. That's why it's not right.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, you know what? Here, because you were at like 2 hunger.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
I was at 2.
And that's straight
Oh.
failures.
Oh God!
Roll. Not roll
You
the
guys gonna
willpower.
die.
I was trying to switch over to a different part of the character sheet.
Okay. All right, so
Never
you had
mind.
2 hunger.
I had 2 hunger.
Yeah, you have now hit 0 successes for your willpower.
Okay.
What kind of noise do you make?
What kind of noise do I make?
Because she has now she can't take this anymore.
Yeah.
Does she say something
It's
before
really,
she?
There's so many candles. I'm getting too warm. I need to just go back outside where it's cooler.
What? You're too warm? You're too hot?
Yeah.
There's too many candles? You don't like the candle? I think there's some-
The candles are okay. It's a
Yeah.
long story. I'll tell you when we know each other
You
better.
don't look well. Are you
I-
okay?
I will be if I can get out of here. Yeah.
This is such a nice church, don't you think?
I like the paintings. That's about
Could you
it.
please, Iskra? Could you please click roll frenzy, please?
Roll frenzy? Oh no. Okay.
That's bad.
Rolling frenzy.
Okay, resist. Oh my God, you resisted frenzy.
She's
I
grit-
resisted frenzy.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
my God.
holding on.
Okay.
He's not still holding her, is he?
No.
Okay.
All right.
He is concerned though. His attention is on you now.
Yeah.
Like he's seeing you like you're not sweating or anything because vampires don't really do that. But just like you can tell your eyes twitching a little bit.
If you had failed that frenzy, I take over your character. So
Okay.
that would mean you lost control. So that
Mhm.
I woke up to Fernando and say, Fernando, let us kneel down and pray for the soul of Iskra.
Okay, that sounds like a great idea, Mihail. Like Iskra, can you kneel down too? Let's pray together and ask
Now
for.
close your eyes. Fernando.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fine.
And he's kind of like,
As he closes his eye, kind of like
Our
push,
Father,
like, him nudge
who art in
his-
heaven.
so he can go away while he's busy praying.
Yeah.
And I start praying next to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All right.
slide out of the church.
Okay. So you're gonna run out then. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make you roll for that.
No.
Okay. You feel like the proverbial flames are on you as trying to get out of this church. You get outside and you stop, drop on
And
your
roll.
knees.
Yeah.
Almost roll.
Almost roll. Yeah. Just kind of like.
And
Oh, my.
you don't notice that Praetor has wandered by, has seen you come running out of this church.
He knows me well enough to
She
know
was
why
in
I
a
did
church.
that.
Of all the churches in Venice.
Yeah, of course. So immediately Praetor will be like, well, I suppose you found someplace better? Or worse?
No. Mihail and I are helping someone find his brother who didn't come home.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
And so we went down by. He said his brother was like a gondolier, I think is the word. And people kept doing this while they saw me, and so he brought me to the church. And you know how that goes for me.
Indeed, I do. Perhaps we should seek solace elsewhere.
Maybe.
Anywhere else.
Maybe. Yeah.
He'll offer his arm and start leading her away from the
Yeah,
church.
I'll link up and just go with him.
I want to go back in the church for the prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Iskra's not coming back in.
It's just the two of you now kneeling before the altar.
Yeah, and
I'm
he
actually
opens
praying.
his eyes because he's done praying, and he's like, where did Iskra go? Where did Iskra go?
I think she was healed. Must have been through the glory of our Lord. Well done.
You clearly are a very religious person, Mihail, and I feel a kinship with you. I understand that. And he says, don't you think it's a really nice church? But it doesn't seem that Roberto's here, and neither is Father Reynard. Honestly, it doesn't.
It's late at night.
Do you think he's missing too? Should we go look for him as well?
Oh, he might just be sleeping.
Do you think
Hey.
he sleeps here in the church?
Probably not. Actually, he might.
Should we check?
No.
I know that there's the now for a moment here I'm missing the name for the part of the church that priest usually stays in. I
Oh,
can't
the
Vestry.
yeah. Well, they have like their own separate house or whatever.
Yeah. He's
I'd
like, no, come on, let's check. I know that
rectory.
that
The
Father
rectory.
Raynar can help us. I believe he can, and he's going to grab his hand.
Could you, Mahal, could you please give me a wits? And are you going to try to be polite about this? He's not grabbed your hand.
I'm actually going to stop being quiet. Just kind of poke his hand and go, "Come, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
We've spent
Let's-
enough time here.
Let's do.
Roberto is not here. Let's find him."
You're going to do manipulation and intimidation, and
I don't have any intimidation, but
that's fine.
You're going to scare poor Fernando here.
And Fernando, why don't you roll just wits and insight?
Okay,
2 successes.
that's outstanding. Yeah,
Mm.
because he's so oblivious.
Uh,
There it is. He got 2 successes though.
Successes. Okay. This guy cannot figure out that there are 2 goddamn predators. Like,
Yeah.
and how close he has been to death.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
with
no,
every fucking roll.
He's oblivious. Like he's just so happy, and you know he's really missing Iskra right now. And, yeah, so he's totally like holding on to Mahal. He's like, no. I think he's back this way. I don't think that's the way out. I don't.
Kind of hold like, I think I heard Iska calling us. Come, let's go see what's going on.
Oh, okay. And he's just
Not
going
there.
to totally follow. Yeah. He's just like, oh no, yeah, we should get Iskra. Yeah. I don't know where she went.
I need someone to embrace Fernando.
Yeah.
yeah, really.
So he's just
Or-
going to happily
or-
like go along with Mahal out of the
Yeah.
church. Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys are stepping outside?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he wants to find Iskra.
Okay.
Is Iska gone by now? Or?
Iskra is
Yeah,
gone.
yeah,
She'll
yeah,
never
they
gone.
walked away.
She's really like quickened her steps. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get out of here.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see no one outside.
Can I make an awareness check to see if I catch any glimpse of her down the street or anything like
mean,
that?
Good.
You can do wits and investigation.
Okay.
He suddenly.
I'm not
sees
trying
through
to
the eyes of
complicate
Vivi.
things or anything. I'm just
No.
gonna...
I'm loving
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Now that's
4
4
successes.
successes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Oh God.
Wait, I think I see her. There she is.
Sure.
Ah.
you think you just saw her as they turned the corner.
Wait, I saw her, and he's just like going to drag Mahal around the corner. He's like, no, come on, I found her. Like, there she is.
Oh, I think she's that way.
I just want to see how long my hail is going to put up with this.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
like he wanted to get him. Like he wanted to dump him in the canal, but not in the city.
You're heading away from the canal.
Yeah,
right?
you're
Right.
heading
Yeah.
away from it. It's a complete opposite direction. Yeah, and so yeah, he's totally like yanking you along. Iskra, it's me, Fernando. Iskra.
Okay, yeah, you Iskra, you do now hear him shouting out to
Yes. Okay. I unlink my arm from Praetor.
you. Okay.
Hi. Oh
You were healed. Mahal said you were healed. Are you feeling better?
yes, lots better actually.
Yeah.
Look at the glowing rosy cheeks.
I
Yes.
told you it would be better if you went to church. I knew it would be. It always helps. It really does. I'm sorry that Father Raynar wasn't awake to help. Like I didn't see Roberto in there, but I'm so glad you're healed. He puts his hands on your shoulders, like I'm so glad that you're healed, and now we can continue to look for him together. You, me, and Mahal. Yeah, so,
Does Praetor like disappeared or?
Oh, yeah,
I think he has.
Yeah, he.
Considering, I mean, we know
yeah,
what he is.
yeah,
So,
exactly. He.
He's back. Yeah.
We'll say that Praetor just slithered off into the darkness.
Sorry,
Watch-
my wife
No.
had to she went to bed, and I needed to relocate.
No
Oh,
problem.
okay,
No
cool.
problem.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, the
Sorry
situation
about
real
that.
quick is that Fernando caught glimpse of Iskra and has caught up with her and has dragged Mihail with him and is now like saying, "I'm so glad you're healed." So he's like right
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard parts of it, but I was only half paying attention. All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Praetor would probably interpose himself, knowing he knows Iskra. He
Mhm.
has a relationship sort of with her, so he'd be
Mhm.
like, "I'm sorry, sir," putting his hand up like, "I don't know you."
Oh no! Iskra and I, we go way back. We're friends, like And,
We
and
just
so,
met today. What do you mean?
It's true, but it feels like I've known you all my life, especially with like that kiss that you gave me. And
Oh,
and
that
so-
kiss.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was really special. It still tingles, and so he's just like he's so happy. You can feel the jubilation coming off this guy. And she was just healed.
Iskra?
She was just in a church,
Yes.
and she was just healed. And we were going to find
Is he a
Roberto now.
problem?
No,
Is he going to be a problem?
I don't think so. Maybe not.
What's your name?
My name is of no consequence to you, sir.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's a friend of mine.
He's kind of scary. Yeah.
Praetor does the whole Batman thing with his clothes.
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is of no consequence to you, sir. In fact, I think you should go about your business and leave me and my friend Iskra alone for the evening.
Maybe we should go back to your home and check if Roberto might be there. Might have gone back there.
Who is Roberto?
His brother, who is missing.
Yes. Well, he is clearly not here, so seek your brother elsewhere.
And like Fernando is feeling so shut down, like he's just
Oh,
Aw.
you can see his face fall, like he knows when he's being pushed away, and it's like
Praetor's good at that.
Fraser's very good at that. Yes.
he's like this new scary guy next to Iskra, like his eyes are moving from Praetor to Iskra, and he's like, "Are you really with this guy? Like, is this how you feel?" And all that stuff. You're gonna tell me to go home. He's just like giving his like these
Puppy dog
eyes. His heart is breaking.
He and I are friends. We go back a far way. But,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I was just missing my brother, and nobody
I
can help me
understand.
find him. And
Where else? do you
Mihail,
think
you're
he's
probably right. I should probably go home and maybe look for him there.
Maybe that's
And
rest.
he's just so downcast.
Oh
He's just
God,
so-
he's so sad now.
Yeah. No, and he's already.
You will get no pity from Praetor.
We're not going to do that, but
Yeah. He's like, all right. Well, it was really nice meeting you, Iskra, and don't like. I hope I see you again. And
you might.
Mihail, I really enjoyed praying with you. That was really nice. And I'm gonna go home now.
Here,
Have a good night.
I'll walk home with you, but I won't go inside.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe we can stop
Oh.
Maybe we can stop at the church one more time.
Maybe tomorrow. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
priest is
all right, yeah.
sleeping. Yes.
Yeah, and he's going to consider himself lucky that Iskra wants to like accompany him home. So,
Fernando Pepe Le Pew.
exactly, yeah. He's just going to like walk home hand in hand with you and
Sure,
just basically, yeah.
Praetor won't follow because he knows that the man has a tiger by the tail. So,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
He
when
is
he
now
door,
officially Fernando.
He's going to bring out his big Venetian family. There's like 12 of them living in a one-room house or whatever. And introduce you to everybody.
Weren't they
and you-
sleeping?
This is my
Yeah, I was going.
friend
It is
Iskra.
like the middle of the night now.
Yeah,
Yeah, oh,
and
okay.
they're all waking up, and his mother, offers to make you something, and like come inside. And,
Oh
you know,
man,
and,
it's an Italian grandmother. Who
yes,
tries-
exactly,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so,
Fortunately,
yeah.
Iskra can eat, so
Right, exactly. No, come in. You're too thin. You're too
Manja,
skinny.
manja.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so Iskra's gonna go in with the family.
Why not?
That's not a church, right?
It's not a church. Yeah.
It's not a church, but you do see the occasional cross on the wall. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She
Every
kind of
every house has to have cross in
kind
it.
of,
So.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And there's lasagna and spaghetti.
My goodness.
I don't know if they have quite that much food back in the Middle Ages.
That'd be a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a lot. They might have some fucking beans or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And if she wants, she can spend the next like 5 to 6 hours there, like going over family stories and everything. So,
I need a willpower roll from
Great
it.
guy with bird brains.
Okay.
Flee the scene. Flee the scene.
Flee the scene. Yeah. Cutest thing to be honest. That's funny. What was it? I'm sorry.
Willpower, please.
Willpower. Okay.
How much of this shit you gonna be able to put up with?
Yeah. Okay. Willpower.
2 successes.
Wow.
You are hanging in there like a champ.
and honestly, he's just a really, really nice guy. You know, I mean, there really isn't anything wrong with him. He's just
No, he's fine.
really, he's
yeah.
just kind of clingy, super clingy.
Yeah. She might make use of this.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Yeah.
think I need a roll from our friend Fernando. It is late.
Yeah.
Can I have a stamina and survival roll, please?
No problem. Yeah.
Because he is
It's past
has
his
been
bedtime.
running on adrenaline for so
Yeah.
long.
And he's
wow.
lost blood, so he's.
Yeah.
It's just a little. She's not large.
I mean, he's invigorated by the fact that he's got this beautiful
Successes.
young woman, and it's just like, you know, she is just the best thing he's had in his life for a while. You know, he went out looking for his brother and came back with a girl. So, like, you know.
We're gonna say it's pushing 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay.
You have heard
Mom's
everything
not
about
happy
this
about all the
family.
noise in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
And I need
Okay.
another roll for stamina and survival from from him.
All right.
I want
We're
at least 2
increasing-
successes.
At least 2 successes.
At
yeah.
least 2 successes.
All right. Here we go. Oh man, it's just and
He
much
just got
to
his second
Iskra's
wind.
much
Yeah.
to Iskra's dismay, he's not getting
Yeah.
tired.
He's not. He has got his second, his third win.
Oh
now.
yeah. He's just like, I could talk to you all night long. You are just the best. You know how nice you are. It's just like you are beautiful and nice and
My-
sweet, and it just, you know, and I'm sure that my mother and my grandmother and my great grandmother would
Hey,
love
shut
you.
up out there.
Maybe you should listen to that.
They're not used to me bringing someone home, and he's like clearly drunk now
Oh,
and things
God.
like that.
Okay. Well, I need to go back to my friends.
Of
But
course,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, just come outside with me for a minute.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
your mom
yeah.
won't be so mad.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
know?
and he's gonna follow you right out, you know. And he can't get enough of Iskra. So yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'm going to give him a hug and then
Yeah.
kiss him again.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, do that. I don't know what I roll for this, or if it just.
You don't
is.
have to roll. For
Okay.
You don't
it.
have to roll at all. He
Um,
wants this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were at 2 hunger, so
2,
yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna slake at least 1 hunger,
Okay.
Yeah.
and you feel him falling limp in your arms.
Yeah. He's just like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see each other again. All right.
Yeah. And he's just kind of like nodding.
Okay,
like,
sit down.
quietly. Like,
You'll be fine.
yeah. Yeah. And just kind of slumps against the wall.
All right.
Yeah,
You
and
found
I'm
out how to
walking
shut him
back
up.
to
So
yes.
nice.
Yeah. Bye. I go try to find
Yeah.
Mihail or Praetor.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's say those two have been just kind of hanging out.
Yeah,
For
stand up
hours,
awkwardly
yeah.
because I don't think Praetor is much of a talker.
I really doubt they stood around until 3 a.m. waiting
Yeah.
for you to come back.
Yeah,
out.
no.
So-
Praetor would have headed back home at that point. He knows Iskra can take care of herself, unless she's in a church.
Yeah, that's not so good for her.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I catch up Praetor about the convent because he's kind of part of our coterie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also because I assume Iska will tell him anyway, so.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that is probably a good place to end it, with Iskra walking home. It's not quite the walk of shame because she didn't do
No,
anything,
no.
but she's heading back to, guess, really to find Mahale, because that's where she
Yes.
was staying.
Yes.
And we'll say Mahale is just kind of waiting with just kind of this knowing grin on his face, just kind of like, "Hey, did you have a good time?"
Mhm.
And what does Iskra say?
I think I found someone I can feed from.
There you go.
And
I'm proud of you.
I think that's where we end it.
Yeah, Mahale's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
We now have to add Fernando as a
We do.
character.
Yeah.
So you now have 2 characters to play.
Yeah.
And poor Roberto is gone, so but yes, I think Fernando
Not,
needs
but not
to.
forgotten.
I think Fernando needs to be added into the story.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
thank you very much for playing him.
That was so fun. That was really fun.
I wasn't sure if you'd survive or not, but I'm glad you did.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Of course. So we will need to schedule again some time to continue this story. I think it's either going to be October or November
Okay.
until we get back to this.
Mhm.
But we will be picking it up really the next night,
Okay.
where Vivi's going to get to do his recon,
Mhm.
and see what else everybody wants to do. So I want to thank everybody who joined the stream tonight. Thank you very much. Of course, everybody who joined, we love your comments. Thanks for jumping in.
Mhm.
If this is your first time here again watching us, please be sure to give this video a like. Sounds cheesy, but the more likes we get, the more people find our small little game, and we get to share it with more people. So please be sure to give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's see if anybody has anything they want to share. We'll start with Jen.
Of course. Hi, I'm Jen. I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast. It's about the Diablo series of games and whatever changes they make, things like that. And most of the time, I get one of these episodes up on Saturday, but I've been busy. So, yeah.
No problem. Mahale, you got anything you want to going on?
No.
No, nothing?
I'm sure I'll bring up the thing for tomorrow, so I'll leave that to
Okay. Yes. Tomorrow night here on the channel, we are playing Vampire again. We're playing River City Runs Red, game run by Aloysius, and we're going to be jumping into the second episode of that, and we'll have that. And then next week, we have some more Dungeon World on Wednesday, and then I believe we're playing Vampire again next Friday. I'm sorry, we have one more. No, actually,
That's
Roberto
not what happened.
Roberto is quite dead and at the bottom of the lagoon.
Sleeping with the fishes.
Sleeping with the fishes, exactly. So, but we will again be returning with this game at some point. So please hang in there patiently, and we will see you all again in a couple months. So good night, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Okay, bye.
Bye.